What's up, teammates? American Bi Guy here, your captain for the Bi team, coming back as your virtual tour guide in 2025 to navigate bisexuality. Remember, these videos are designed to inspire or encourage you, right? All right, now I'm gonna dig into it because there are a lot of things that I've talked about that I really haven't given too many specifics about. And people go to the internet because they wanna hear all sorts of stuff, salacious matter, truth, all sorts of stuff, right? So let's dig into it. The gym is a bi man's playground. I've said it before and I will say it again. The gym is where men go to bond and have a good time, right? Yeah, work on your body, which is, what I'm wearing right now, right? We go in there to show off. We go in there showing off, pretend that we're not showing off. Whether you got big biceps, big traps, whatever, like a great, great butt, what have you. The gym is a bi man's playground and men go in there and they go have fun all the time, working out and also bonding. I always tell men that, if you're gay, go to the gym, work out. But there's a huge caveat there because you meet all sorts of men. And some of these men are quite dangerous, okay? Some of these men really are in gangs. Some of these men really have issues on steroids or I like to call them raging bisexuals, if you will, because they want to be big. And then they have these issues with who they are and don't know how to think about their sexuality. But at the same time, they may be on steroids or God knows what else they came up with to make themselves bigger. And so there's all this like emotional wreck, okay? So be very mindful of the people that you meet in the gym, okay? But it is a place where men go to bond and connect. And, even the Village people, they've been in hot news right now because they performed at Trump's election, whatever. But they sing about it like the YMCA. They were singing about, let's scale that back about 20 or 30 points, right? At the end of the day, they're talking about that connection that men have with each other. Yes, there is an appreciation, muscles, almost like the Romans and the Greeks and all that. Sure, right? And it's aesthetics. But for some men, it's more to it than that. And it kind of compiles. Like today, I went to the gym, met this guy, and I've seen him all the time. He's a musclehead. There's a bunch of muscleheads in the gym I go to. But he's one of those muscleheads. It's actually pretty good looking. As soon as I walk in there, I'm over there, getting my water, about to get my pre-workout. What does he do? He comes over to me and say, hey man, you need some pants. And I walked in there, in a shirt, and dress pants and whatnot, because I just got off work, right? And I'm like, he's seen me before, and he comes over, he tells me, hey man, you need some new pants. I'm like, what is going on? I'm like, okay, I gotten bigger down there, I've been doing legs. And they split, but these pants are designed to show off my body, right? Show off my thighs and show off my quads and so forth. And I'm like, wait, what's going on? He's like, yeah, I need some more pants. I'm like, why? He's like, because those calves, man. Those calves are just busting through. And I'm like, yeah, I'm like, actually, well, thank you, man. I'm like, these clothes are, tailored for, guys like myself. And he's like, oh, okay. And I could tell, that was the opportunity to say, I see you, you're big, what's up, connect. Now, I'm not saying this guy's bisexual. My personal opinion, aside from this encounter, yes, he actually is a type of teammate because I've seen him in the gym and I've seen how he connects. And I'm like, all right, I could just tell I got a sixth sense for these things, right? But in the gym, there's a lot of us, right? And I told you before, a really great way of figuring this out is to ask yourself, if this guy is a teammate, right? Being on the bi team, is what he's wearing something that he would wear in a gym in prison? Okay, I don't know if he would wear it in prison, but I'm just saying, as far as the flamboyancy, as far as, showing off. Got another story of a guy I just met. Great guy, military guy. And, he sees me in the locker room, I'm doing my thing, right? And then he just starts talking to me. He's like, yeah, man, what are you going to work on? Normal conversation for any gym. With that being said, he's wearing these short shorts, these hoochie daddy shorts. And I'm like, yeah. I tell him yeah, gym is a bi man's playground, throw it out there. He's like, oh, wow, yeah, you got a really good point. He's talking about his girlfriend and how they're kind of distancing themselves. I'm like, I already know where this is going. And he's not a bad looking guy. He's actually a very attractive guy. And I'm like, whatever, you know what? I'm going to make a bro. The next thing you got to worry about is when your gym is also learning how to have that connection, just a normal guy connection of a guy who likes to work out. But it's very hard to do when this dude is sitting up here with these big old quads and these booty shorts on, or hoochie daddy shorts on, right? And I mentioned it to him. I'm like, yeah, guys are here in the hoochie daddy shorts showing off. You know what he says? He's like, yeah, I work really hard on these quads and, I want to show them off. And I'm like, yeah, around a bunch of men, around a bunch of dudes, bro, you know? And he was like, yeah, you know, I said that to him. He was like, yeah, you're right. He's like, in fact, you know, my buddy and I worked out just the other day, and he forgot his shorts, and I had some extra shorts in my bag, and I gave it to him, and his buddy said to him, man, all you have is Hoochie Daddy shorts. Like, these shorts are really riding me. And he was like bragging about it. He's like, yeah, well, you know, I like to show them off. And I'm like, well, who's looking at that? There's a few women in there. There are, but not, it's mostly men. So remember, it's where men go to show off, have a good time. There is a comment I have right now I put online, like 3,500, over 3,500 people like the comment that I said that the gym is about man's playground, and it continues to grow more and more every day. So keep that in mind, and if you are looking to recruit, go to the gym, get in shape, live your best life. You will find some great connections, which may or may not be intimate or physically, but it is a place where things do erupt. I'm not gonna lie, tonight, another guy I met in the sauna opened up to me, and quite frankly, he's like, yo, man, let me get your number, let's have a good time. I'm like, okay, cool, you know what I mean? So just go to the gym, live your best life. I'll see you next time on Biology 101.